Hello my dear students, welcome to my SST class. We are discussing the chapter 3, what is government. In previous class, we have learned the definition and functions of government, different levels of government. Today, we will learn different types of government, some other forms of government, mainly democratic government and universal adult franchise. Let's start with the topic types of government. A types of government, or we can say the form of government, is a system by which a state or country is governed. Government are classified on the basis of objectives, policies, the way power is exercised, and the nature of the constitution. The government is responsible for making laws, resolving conflicts, and enforcing order in society. Governments are different types, just like democracy and monarchy. The word democracy literally means rule by the people. A democratic forms of government is always accountable, or we can say the responsible to the people. As Abraham Lincoln said, it is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Another types of government is monarchy. In a monarchy, the government is dominated by a monarch, means king or queen, who has all the powers. He may have a group of advisors or ministers to advise him. But remember, unlike in a democracy, the king and queens do not have to explain their actions or defend their decisions they take. Now, my dear children, we are going to discuss some other common forms of government. And first one, dictatorship. Dictatorship is a form of government in which complete power rests with one individual, and that is dictator. The dictator rules according to his own wish and laws. He is neither affected by the wishes of the people nor the laws of the country. The most famous dictator in world history was Adolf Hitler. And the next one, federal form of government. In a federal form of government, the power is divided between central and the state government. Both the governments enjoy the power independently of each other. Last one, parliamentary and presidential form of government. The parliamentary and presidential forms of government are based on the extent of which the executive and the legislature are dependent of each other. Under the presidential system, the legislature and the executives are separate. There is a separation of power. In parliamentary form, the executive is a part of legislature and there is a fusion of power. So India is having parliamentary form of government, and remember USA is having presidential form of government. Now we are going to discuss our next topic, and that is democratic government. And in previous already we discussed what is the meaning of democracy. A democracy is a form of government in which people have the right to participate in the government. People elect their leaders who in turn take decisions and fulfill the aspiration of the people who have elected them. That's why our country has a representative democracy. Let us look at the basic features of a democratic form of government in India. So first one, people's participation. The citizen of a country play a vital role in a democracy. Public opinion cannot ignored in any way. Every citizen has right to participate in decision making process of the government. Okay, just like in India, all citizens above age of 18 years can vote in an election and choose their representatives on the basis of universal adult franchise. Next feature is accountability. Accountability means being responsible for one's actions. The representatives who are elected to power are accountable to the people for their actions. People judge the effectiveness of the government through its ability to fulfill their needs. Next one, role of opposition. In a democracy, role of opposition is equally important. The opposition serves as a check upon government. Criticism of the government should be constructive in character. Next one, role of media. In a democracy, the media plays a very important role. People can express their views through the mass media like radio, televisions, newspapers, magazines and internet, and draw the attention of the government towards their problem. And the next features and the most vital one, conflicts and role of government. You already know that India is a land of diversity. Differences in region, race, and religion sometimes divide people into groups. This disturbs the harmony of the country and gives rise to conflicts. So during such condition, it is the government which is responsible for resolving conflicts and bringing peace. Now, my dear children, we are going to discuss the most vital features of Indian democracy, and that is equality and justice. Equality and justice are two important principles of a democratic government. They go hand in hand in a democracy. All peoples are treated equally and provide equal justice. My dear children, remember this feature were not always like this. In India before independence, only a small minority was allowed to vote, and they therefore came together to determine the fate of the majority. Several people, including Gandhiji, were shocked at the unfairness of this practice and demanded that all adults have right to vote. And this is known as universal adult franchise. So the franchise or suffrage means people's right to vote in order to elect their representatives. When every adult of a country avails the right to vote, it becomes universal adult franchise. But remember, the voting right should not be denied to women. But for a long time, women were excluded from the suffrage in all countries. Many societies were formed in Europe and America for the extension of voting rights to women. In 1903, a social and political union was formed in England. Instead of peaceful methods, this society practiced violent methods, such as destruction of public property. Its members went on hunger strikes. Many of the suffragettes were imprisoned. Most of the Western countries introduced adult franchise only after the First World War. In 1918, Britain granted franchise to a limited number of women, that is to those above 30 years. This discrimination was removed only in 1928. France, the land of liberty, equality, and fraternity, introduced universal adult franchise only after the end of the Second World War in 1945. Switzerland, which practiced direct democracy, denied women the right to vote till 1973. American women got the right to vote in 1920. India adopted the principles of universal adult franchise when the present constitution was implemented in January 26 in 1950. So my dear children, we just finished this chapter. I think the concept of this chapter is almost clear to you. We will meet in our next class. Till now, bye and happy learning.